Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We're in the gun room today for a knife review. I know it's been a while since I've done one of these, but I seen one of these the other day at Walmart, and after looking at the price, I could not believe it and decided I think this will be a great little knife to kind of bring to tabletop, talk about, run a few tests with, and just kind of see what it's about. But this is a 7-inch fixed blade knife. It's touted as a stainless steel blade, solid wood handle with a sheath included. Now, this knife was $4.97 at Walmart. For $5, we'll give it a shot. So I've already pre-cut the package here, so we'll kind of take it out. Here is the knife itself. Overall, let's check the actual overall length, not just what the package says, but take off the little protector there. Yep, 7 inches. Blade is about 3 inches. The grasping surface is about 4, so that's about right. Overall, the knife really does feel kind of good in the hand. I mean, it's not bad. It is a fairly small knife. It's got some good balance to it. Decent weight up top. Let's get a measurement on the actual weight of the knife itself here. 3.3 ounces. 4.4 with the little nylon sheath that it comes with. The sheath isn't that bad. Little button lock there. Let's see. Put it in there and cinch it down. A little belt loop. Not bad, considering. Looking at the blade itself, kind of close up, seems to be okay. It does have a little bit of distortion in the blade right here. I don't know if the camera is going to pick that up, but it doesn't feel to be overly sharp. I would say it doesn't say what kind of steel it is, but it's probably some really soft, like 420, 440 maybe. It is a one-piece solid full tang, so it should be okay. It should be all right. So I tell you what, let's get a few little informal tests set up here. We'll take a few cuts with it and kind of see how it does, guys. All right, so we've got our test bench set up here. Here on this side, we're going to do some chopping on this piece of 2x2 treated. We've got a small piece of copper tubing. We're going to try and cut in half here, a piece of PVC pipe, and then we're going to do kind of like a dig boring type test, pry test over on this little piece of wood here. So let's see what it can do. So the thing with it is it doesn't really have a lot of weight with it, so real big chopping I don't think you're going to be able to do, but honestly, not too bad. That's pretty good. Now I am having to swing it pretty hard, but considering the overall weight of this little knife, that's kind of to be expected, but not bad. But I think the spine of this knife is probably big enough that you wouldn't have any issues with batoning with it, as it seemed to take a pretty good chunk out of that. So that's actually not too bad, honestly. Yeah, not bad. Nice little groove cut out of that. So far, no distortion of the blade surface. Handle still seems tight. So cut that one there. Let's try another part. Now granted, it's not like you're going to be taking this little guy out in the field and trying to cut copper pipe with it, but it'll be a good test to see how well it's going to hold up. Try some of this PVC pipe here. Took care of that. All right. So, believe it or not, blade surface appears to be intact. I don't see any chipping. But let's try. Try to get some prying action on that tip and see if it will, and it did. We got some distortion right there, guys. So it did distort from prying, but now we kind of got like a little pry bar action going on here. So I would say it's probably some really soft 420, 440 perhaps. With that said, it should take an edge fairly well, but overall, I mean, even with a little bit of distortion, it's prying through it. So let's take it back to the bench. We'll get some close-ups of it to see what kind of deal's going on with that blade surface and possibly the tip, and get some final thoughts here, guys. Okay guys, we're back here at the bench, so let's take a close-up look. As you guys can see, honestly, the blade surface there, the ground surface, it doesn't appear to be that distorted. No real gouges or extreme damage. I mean, there's a little bit of dulling right here. That's probably where a few of those thwacks with the wood mallet to that copper tubing took place. But the biggest failure, of course, as you can see, is that blade tip from the prying test. So, and honestly, that's to be expected. This is probably a really, really soft steel. But the handle is still really tight. There is no cracking or anything with that, so that's really good. The blade itself, other than the tip being a little bent, no real issues. So, wipe it off there a little bit. So here's just a piece of paper. Oh yeah, it's good and dull now. It's good and dull now, but not bad. It still cuts it a little bit, considering. Here's some cardboard. Not bad. So, overall, is this worth $5? Heck yeah, it's worth $5. I'm totally going to get a couple more of these. I'm probably going to put one in my tackle box. I'm going to stick one in the door pouch of my truck. And I'll probably stick one on the tractor. $4.97 for a, seems to be a fairly decent little fixed blade. Now granted, it's not going to take any real serious abuse. But after all that, it's still able to slice a little bit of paper. I mean, that's honestly not bad. I'm actually kind of impressed with that. I mean, it's not a clean cut, but I bet it'll take a little bit of an edge and be just fine. So, yeah, check it out, guys. The 7-inch fixed blade Ozark trail knife. So, hey, it's worth $5. Why not? I've spent a lot less and spent a lot more and got a lot less. So, I think $5 for a little fixed blade knife is not that bad. But if you like this content, give it a like and a share, guys. I really appreciate it. Hit me up over on the Facebook page. Always glad to interact with y'all. And as always, shoot straight. Later.